like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day seems a little longer. Every way love's a little stronger. Come what may, do you ever long for true love from me? There you going, baby. Here am I. Will you left me here so I could sit and cry? Well, golly gee, what have you done to me? Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Love you like I do.
Hello again, and welcome to another edition of Cars and Us. Today we're up at Hartford, Connecticut, up at the Hartford Expo Center, and we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Maratta Auto Show. Famous Frank Maratta, who owned Connecticut Dragway, and started this auto show, this car show and bike show and truck show back in 1959. It was held at the Hartford Civic Center at the time. And then as the Hartford Expo Center was built, they moved it on up to here, which is a nicer location, much newer, and it accommodates a lot more cars. This is going to be a real special show because it is the 50th anniversary. We'll get a hold of Frank Maratta Jr. later on and get a few words with him. But in the meantime, we're going to go out, take a look at some of these beautiful cars, and talk to some of these great people around here. So stick with us for the next 30 minutes. Thank you. With me is, for those of you that don't know, Frank Maratta Jr., the promoter that has kept the legend of his father going for the last 50 years. So, Frank, welcome to Cars and Us again, and I'm good because I love coming up here every year and covering your show because you put on a sensational show. And this is really special because it's 50 years now.
Yeah, it is. 50 years of this.
59 at the Civic Center.
No, it was at the State Armory.
State Armory?
Yeah, yeah.
One. Okay.
In 1975, we moved over to Civic Center, and I think 2000, we moved over to here.
Yeah, I was going to say 99, 2000.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was the first year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a great trip, you know. I mean, as you know, this weekend, I mean, we've been in a deep freeze here in the Northeast.
Oh, boy, don't I know.
And they're coming out in droves today. We're really happy.
You know what? You always get a big turnout.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, apart from the fact it's the 50th year, you always get a great turnout. You always have a great show, Frank. I mean, I'm not telling you that because
Thank you.
I'm trying to patronize you.
Thank you.
But you put on a hell of a show.
Well, you know, we got a great crew that, you know, it's not me. We have a team. And, you know, we have my girl that runs the show, Linda Bartolotta.
Ah, you didn't see the DVD. I had her on camera last year.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. Great. And then we have Wally Wasco from Connecticut Custom Cars, Ronnie Martin, Sal Carbone. We got Sal's an old drag racer from way back, and we just got a great team, and they devote a lot of time to it.
Now, where's Tommy?
Tommy's retired.
Is he?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. He had a tragic, he lost his wife last year.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
And
that.
he came back to work for a little while and decided to retire. So,
Well, I mean, because I know he did a lot of work.
oh yeah, oh
He
yeah.
was with your father from.
Oh yeah,
from way
yep,
back.
yep.
What did you do special this year?
We mandated that if a car had been in the show in prior years,
Right.
unless it was a winner, that it could not come in. So try to make the show
Right.
very fresh. And we did. I think my team did a good job of it.
Oh, it's some fine cars. I mean, this is, like I said, it's always good. I always look forward to seeing something extra special, which you have coming in. Archie, I did an interview with Archie, and that gasser he's got over there, that modified street rod gasser.
Not the one with the 348 and the Chevy.
No.
Okay.
It's like it's the wild thing.
Oh yeah. The yes, that's a beautiful car.
Beautiful
Absolutely.
car, you know.
And I don't know, there's the which is right up your alley, Dover drag strip and things, but they're over here in this corner. There's the Strokers Hot Rod Club.
I just got finished talking to Jerry.
Yeah. That's they actually have the opening article from the National Dragster of Connecticut Dragway. It's just amazing.
I taped it. I don't know how it's going to come out because there's some glare in it. But yeah, I saw that.
It's great. You know,
Jerry and I talked about it.
to think that someone would get in a car like that and go, what, 180 miles an hour? I mean, look how unsafe it looks.
But you didn't know. That's
I
all
know,
it was.
I know,
Frank,
I know.
I mean,
What, 100-inch wheelbase, you know?
I said I thought it was 160, but no, it's anywhere from 60 to 120 maybe.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. It was
170.
it's amazing how it's evolved. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know.
So.
And unfortunately, I thought I had an in, and I told you this. I was really disappointed with that Consumer Reports. They just don't want any cars on the property.
They don't want to set a precedent, I believe, you know, because then they'll just get really bothered by a lot of people.
Well, I was really disgusted because I went for 3 years.
Yep.
And their board of directors turned me down all the time. And I mentioned your name.
Yep.
You know, and I said, this is, there's a lot of sentimental value. It's just a car show, you know?
Right.
And board of directors said no cars.
Corporate, you know? Yeah.
So it's a shame.
Well, you know,
But
don't bite our magazine.
listen, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And there for my location, Frank, I really thought I had an in, you know? I knew some people.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out. So I don't know. Maybe sometime we can find another venue and do something outside.
Yeah. You guys, I saw you guys in Drag Racing Magazine. Randy Fish had a great article on Dover drag strip.
Right.
I saw that. That was great.
Yeah. Well, I started it, but you know, people get involved and this and that. You know, things happen, and it hasn't worked out for me.
Yeah.
You know? But that's okay. You know what? I know what I did, and I know what I started, and no one can take that.
You're a great, great supporter, Dennis.
That's it. I got a message from Johnny Sachs.
Oh yeah?
He says, "How's Frank doing?" I said, "He's doing great. He got a restaurant, does a great car show. You got to come up when you do that. He ain't coming up. It's too cold."
Yeah, he's from Florida now, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to see him Tuesday. I'll be down there in South Florida. What part of Florida he's from?
He's in Plantation.
Plantation.
It's outside of Fort Lauderdale.
Plantation Key, then, I think.
No, Plantation, as far as I know. It's outside of Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
You know, it's in that sunrise.
What's he doing down there?
Motorcycles.
Really?
Him and his kid. Yeah, building motorcycles.
What's the name of his shop?
That I don't know.
Okay.
You know, probably Saxon's son, if I know, John. But his kid is still racing, as far as I know, and he's building them, and he's not racing anymore himself.
Yeah.
But he's just he's stayed with with motorcycles.
Beautiful.
You know, so a lot of guys are retired, Frank, and they went down to Florida or the Carolinas.
Yeah.
But
Well, can you blame him after what we've been through?
You know what? A friend of mine just got a call from him, Sandy Cachola. He ran Connecticut Dragway. Dover was his home track, but he ran Connecticut Dragway too. He wants to sell. He's got his original Camaro, and he's down in Cape Coral. So he calls me this morning. He said, I want to send you up the pictures, and I want
Bradenton,
this and that,
right? Bradenton Raceway.
No, he's in. No, he's across, just opposite that. He's on the West Coast.
Yeah, Bradenton's on the West Coast, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was more central.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's where he is.
Yeah.
And it's 32 degrees, and he's
I know.
covering his plants.
I
right?
know.
These guys aren't used to that,
Yeah.
you know. So,
All
but
right,
that's,
well.
you know, that's the latest. Again, congratulations.
Thank
on
you.
50 years, and I hope another 50 years. You know?
Thank you for
We
your
look
support.
forward.
Thank
every
you.
year. Thank you, Frank.
Take care.
One of the oldest clubs in the Northeast, one of the most recognized clubs, the Strokers out of Springfield, Massachusetts. These guys were running back in the 50s. I mean, some of these guys are, when you talk about pioneers, these are the real deal. I got Jerry Lavoie with me. He's here. Well, we got the original dragster that they ran, so we got a lot of memories to talk about. And for you viewers that are not familiar with the Strokers, you're going to learn about a great car club that did a lot of racing and had a lot of fast cars, ran all over the Northeast. So we're going to welcome Jerry to Cars and Us.
How you doing, Dennis?
All right.
Good to see you.
This is terrific. We chatted a lot off camera, but, you know, we'll try to bring up some of the things that we talked about before. I guess, first of all, we'll let the viewers know about this the dragster here that was actually the first dragster to run a Connecticut dragway.
That's correct. Yeah, for Frank, brought it down here. We're good friends with Frank Maratta, so that was very good friends with a nice guy.
You know, it's very befitting that this car is here at his 50th anniversary car show, you know?
Yes, it's good. They asked us to come down, and we just happened to have it.
Yeah, you just happen to have it. You're the only guy here right now. Where's the rest of the members? They coming down?
There's some of them are going to filter around today. Yeah, I don't know. A handful of guys are coming down.
Jerry, you're all still active. I mean, about how many guys in the club left?
Well, there's probably 25 guys floating around, and some are active. They're racing some cars now in Bonneville and Maxton, and so they're active. Some nostalgia. There's 3 or 4 cars around.
Let's get back before I lose my train of thought and we get off on a dissertation. The dragster. Let's tell the viewers what we're looking at.
Well, it's a 1958 was built. It's a Scotty Finn chassis. It was a kit chassis from California. It's a welded up frame. The motor is 57 Chrysler or so, 392 cubic inches. And it has a Scandarian, the 5th cycle cam is popular then.
Right.
And the rest, as you can see, it's got a 671 supercharger with Hillborn injection. And basically that's it with a Ford 2-speed rear end, 2-speed transmission, and a Ford rear end. So I think the best elapsed time was about in the high 8s seconds, and speed was 170 in that range, something like that.
And that was flying then. Now, for the viewers that are looking at this and saying, that's a dragster, they're used to seeing, you know, the slingshots and everything. They're going to say, what's the wheelbase on that? You know, what is it, about 160?
No, I don't think it's that far. And the funny thing that I remember is that the Scotty Finn used to say, well, whatever the circumference of the tire was times 3, that was your wheelbase.
That was your wheelbase.
That was the scientific method for the California boys, I guess. And that's whatever this is. I think it's a little over 100 inches. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's that short?
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay.
Maybe 130, probably, stretching.
Okay. Yeah. Do you recall what the horsepower, you know, would have put out back then?
Well, we've always ran on gasoline.
That's what I was just going to say. You stole my thunder. It was a gasoline car.
Gasoline car, and I'm going to say that probably 600, 700 horsepower, then maybe a little bit more.
Yeah. And that was, now, you ran all over. What's your best recollection, and do you remember any specific fun you had, you know, at a particular track back then?
Well, Orange, Massachusetts was our home strip.
That was your home track.
That was a home strip,
Right.
and that was the New England Timing Association. We were very active with it. The club was in charge of all the inspections, and we assisted people at Southern New England Timing Association, which is Charleston, Rhode Island. We ran in Sanford, Maine. Those are the 3 Sundays that we ran out of the month.
Right.
Dover, New York, Long Island, we ran a lot in West Hampton, Long Island. Yeah, a lot of running down there. And I don't know where else they ran. They probably a few other tracks that they did run.
Now, a little quick sidebar, a little bit of trivia. What affiliation did you guys have with Charlestown? You did something with Charlestown?
Well, when they wanted to start running their own strip down there, and we used to let them use our timing lights, our timing equipment. Okay. So then until they got set up, and then they secured their own after a while, you know.
Right. Now you mentioned Dover. That was my home track, and
Right.
that's kind of my my pet. You ran in Austin.
Austin Healey.
In Austin Healey.
Right. And that has a Chevrolet motor in it, a V8, small V8, with superchargers and carburetors, injectors. We ran a few
Is
thick.
that a little red one?
No, it was white.
White. Okay. I'm trying to think of a little red one, but that's I got it confused with I can't Willie the Welder, I think.
Oh, I didn't know him, but this ran in Class B and Class A modified sport. That was the class that ran into all the tracks, you know.
Now we talked off camera too. You're very good friends with Don Noyes, the U.S. Mule.
Oh, Don, we knew him very well. Yeah, very
What
well.
a character! But
That's
boy,
for
did that
sure.
car run.
Absolutely. Don was very good. He always used to win his class, just
Yeah.
about.
Yep. And that was the only car that was able to self-start.
I didn't know that. I guess
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right. Well, it was a lawn boy.
Yeah.
Remember the top of it?
Yeah.
Cover was a lawn
That's
boy.
right. That's right.
So
Yeah. You have now. You were telling me you have your own collection of cars. You got a bunch of cars now.
well, I've got some 50 cars, mostly 50. You know, we're
But
stuck in a
you redid
50.
everything though.
Yes, we did. We have 49 Oldsmobile Coupe, and 57 Chevrolet Nomad wagon, and 53 Ford Coupe, 37 Ford two-door sedan, out street rotted, and a few others there I probably forgot. I don't know.
You guys usually come down to the Connecticut Street Rods show in June on, what is it, day after Father's Day, I think.
Correct. We've been there before. I don't think
Right.
we've been there the last year or two, but we
Oh, okay.
we always came there. And some of their guys come up to we have a little reunion in May.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. What do you guys put on?
We put on a club reunion in the third weekend of May, and it's about 120 people and about 75 automobiles. It's a laid-back thing, and
Outdoor?
outdoor, indoor,
And cars and everything?
cars and everything.
memorabilia?
Right,
Whole thing.
the whole thing. We have a lot of the strokers, the old strokers memorabilia up to my place, and
Right.
we have the facility, so there's a lot of old pictures on the wall.
So the guys turn out from Charlestown and Orange, Mass, the guys that used to run there?
Well, you know, Willie, not Willie, what's his name? The old starter. Remember the starter? He used to start in Orange and he started in Rhode Island. No, flag starter.
That
Before,
you got
where
me.
the flag starter?
I remember the flag starter, but
Right.
who it was, no, I don't know.
I'm embarrassed and can't remember his name, but he still comes up from Rhode Island every year, the two starters. Dick was one of the fellows, and I can't think of the other name. He was a national starter in Kansas City.
Is that right?
Yeah, he was one of the national starters.
That's in 55. Kansas City
well,
was
I'm
the first
sorry.
NHRA
Right.
was 55.
Well, I'll take that back. Maybe he started in Detroit, but I know he went out to the Nationals a few times, and they had him start because he was excellent. He was
Yeah.
very good. You couldn't pick anything out of him that he never gave a telltale sign.
Right. That was it, the telltale sign. Some of the guys used to use the thumb, and there was little idiosyncrasies they had.
I think we discovered something on him, but we never told him. He used to lift one of his heels up.
Ah, okay.
Very, very
That was-
subtle.
That was a well-kept secret.
Right. I wouldn't tell him that.
Getting back to your Austin Healey now, you ran.
Excuse me. Leo Herrera.
Oh,
You remember
okay.
Leo Herrera?
I don't. You
All
got
right.
me.
Okay.
Tell me about the Austin Healey. What kind of times did you used to run with that? And you traveled quite a bit with that, didn't you?
Yes, we did. Well, with the dragster, we did about the Northeast. And when we had a 301 motor in it and on carburetors, it used to run about 115 in the low 12s.
That was running then.
Right. And then we had superchargers on it, and we got the speed up another, in 11s and then in 120s. Then we had a bigger motor, and we were up to the 40s, 140 in the 10s. So that was it.
Do you remember the guys, the Dragon runs out of Bristol, Connecticut?
I think so.
And Oaks and
we used to
Dickie
race.
Doyle.
They had a class. They had all these 30 Chevrolets.
That's right.
37, 38, 39, with every
Yep.
type of engine.
Exactly, you're
A
right.
gas, B gas, all the way
You're
down to F.
You're right.
I think one of the fellas
Absolutely.
had a yellow 38, a big old horse.
No, that was Doc.
Okay.
He had the Bill Ekstrom. He had the 39 Buick convertible.
Well, the heaviest thing made.
Yeah.
Right? And he had a little 265.
They only made 120 of those cars.
Wow.
Yeah, it's they're trying to find it because my friend bought it from him, and he tried to find it, but it's just gone.
One step down from a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was heavy. Buddy,
Yep.
buddy, you win.
He ran.
He used to win.
Oh, boy, did he run. They all ran.
Right.
They found, and they're restoring it now, father and son, Dickie Doyle's original blown hearse.
Okay.
So that's in the process of restoration, you know.
The boys from Bristol.
But, yeah, great group of guys, you know. But anyway, it's a pleasure running down a little bit of memory lane,
Okay.
you know. And, you know, May, we got to stay in touch because I want to know where, you know,
Well, why
what
don't you
you're
give me
doing,
your address?
and
and
I
I'll
will.
send you.
I will.
I'll
I'm
send
going to
you.
give you.
You got to come up.
I'm going to give you my card. We'd love
Sure.
to. We'd love
Okay.
to.
Come on up.
Jerry,
Nice
pleasure.
talking.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye now.
Cars and Us comes all the way to Hartford, Connecticut to run into an old friend from New York State, from actually Dutchess County. He watches our show up there in Dutchess County, but his late brother and I used to drag race together at Dover Drag Strip. But George Munsterman is with me, and he's got another car now. He's got a Roadster. George,
Yes. Hi, Dennis.
nice
Good
to see you again.
Great to
What
be
a
here.
pleasure.
Yes,
An
it is.
unexpected pleasure.
Well, absolutely. It's always good to run into you.
Of course, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. You know,
Yeah, to have a Roadster.
That's unique. Okay, you go from a Ford to a Ford race car to a Roadster. You know, but this is some job. Tell us about it.
Thank you very much. It's a 32 Westcott body. It was built, the colors were selected by my wife because she said if you're going to build a Roadster,
He's got good taste.
it has to be elegant. She goes, not a hot rod. I said, all right.
Right.
So I allowed her to pick out the colors, which she's done very well with. Mercedes-Benz bronze in the rear and pewter silver up on the front with the flames that was applied by Marty Harp, hot used DuPont paint, actually painted this car for me. And,
Where's he from?
He's from Illinois.
Oh wow! How'd you get him to?
Well, I met him up at Syracuse Nationals and was talking to DuPont Paint, hot use, and told him that we were thinking of building a Roadster and I'd like to have something unique. So I actually, Marty Harp actually took this car in his wings for 3 months and did this unique paint job and flames without us seeing it until it was completed. And when it was completed, that's when he called us and said, I think you're going to be happy with this. And
I hope so.
yeah, he just kept, send the money. And when we finally saw the car, we were in awe. We says, oh, you hit it right on, you know, and my wife loves the color. So that's why I'm able to have this beautiful Roadster in my stable, as you want to call it.
Let's tell the viewers what we're looking at.
Well, that's
Interior and motor and-
interior is 100% hand sewn leather.
Is it?
Yes, very nice. And then it's a 350 Chevy engine with a 350 turbo transmission.
Very good.
Curry rear end, you know, which is a very dependable. Everything is. This car starts and drives, which we built to drive and enjoy, not just to use in a show circuit. You know, that's what the beauty of it is that once we get behind that wheel, we forget. Then you don't need to go fast in this car like with the race cars.
It's not made. It's not made to race like the Falcon.
No,
you know, of course
no.
not.
You
But-
do 40 in this car and you're in heaven.
Oh sure.
You know.
Sure. The ride itself. It's a different ride. And what kind of suspension?
We did the front was the I did it suspension, the IFS, and the rear's the coilover spring shocks. The ride in this car is superb. You ride down the road, like I say, at 35, 40. You feel like you're going faster because of the openness of the car, and you just hear everything.
Right.
And I always have to remind myself, I look down at the speedometer, think I'm going faster, and I'm not. But it's just beautiful. Wherever we go, everybody loves it.
What amenities have you got? You got air conditioning in it?
No, that's the windows. You got 2 windows down, you do 60. No amenities. We kept it very plain and simple. We just wanted to...
No tilt wheel?
It has a tilt wheel. I did it tilt steering column. You know,
What'd you do for sound?
the sound, I have just a Pioneer sound system in there.
Okay.
We hid 2 speakers in the front, kick panels, and then 2 right behind you on the seats. Just a nice CD player. You know, we love it. You can...
How long have you had it? I haven't seen you in a while, so how long?
Yes, I've had this car now 2.5 years.
Have you? Wow.
Yes. Yep.
So what are you doing with it? Just showing it, right? Do you take it to the car shows?
Yes, we take it
Do
to
you?
yes, we take this to Rhinebeck, Syracuse Nationals. This year, this car in 08, I won Adirondack Nationals with this car, Best of Show. I'm the senior award winner, and I also have a calendar right there on the floor. This is the Snap-on Calendar 09 Car of the Year.
Right.
So we're very, very pleased and
Excellent.
enthused of what we've accomplished.
Well, you know what? You've always had, every car you've had was something to behold.
Yes,
Something-
thank you.
Either it was really outstanding looking or it was fast, or a combination of both. You know.
Yes. Well, that's
Which is,
it's a great combination.
Shows the pride that you take and how much you're interested in the hobby, you know.
Correct.
I'm
Yep.
kind of surprised, though, to see you with this type of car, I must admit.
Sorry.
But that's no, not at all.
Yeah, when I wanted a roadster, my wife said, if you're going to have one, it's going to be elegant. I said, hon, elegant and hot rods don't go together. She goes, if you want a roadster, it will.
It will. Oh, you made it that way.
So the way it came out, I have my wife to thank for it all. She picked every color on this car,
Good.
right even down to the color of the floor.
It's
you
nice
know,
to have the women give it their input because
Yep.
they have a lot to offer. You know?
Yep.
Creativity goes far and wide. You know?
absolutely. If it was up to her, she'd have a curtain on that rear window.
Oh well, yeah, well, I can imagine. You know.
You know, but now
this is great. This is a great show up here. I'm glad that you that I met you
Yes.
up here, and I'm glad to see you at this show because this show, Maratta Show, is he puts on an outstanding show.
yes, first
Top
time
show.
here, and it's a great show, a good event for everybody to come and see.
Yeah, this is their 50th anniversary, and you know
Yes.
his father started back in 1959, and then as you might know, his father owned Connecticut Dragway.
Oh no, I wasn't aware of that. Very nice.
And Frank Jr., he took over, and so and as far as the show goes, he runs it top shelf.
Yes,
So,
can't agree
and he
anymore.
always treats us very well, so I look forward to coming up and cover, the show every year. And I always run into somebody, but I really didn't expect to run into somebody so close.
There you go. It's always good to see old
Sure,
friends,
it's-
isn't it?
Pleasure.
And to
A real
keep this
pleasure.
hobby
Good luck
alive.
with this thing, and I'll see you in Dutchess County.
Yes,
during
Rhinebeck.
the summer. During the summer.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks
All
a
right,
lot,
George.
Dennis. Good
Be
seeing
well.
you.
Thank you.
You too.
Born too late for you to notice me. To you, I'm just a kid that you won't date. Why was I born too late? Born too late to have a chance to win your love. Oh why was this my fate? To be born too late. I see you walk with another. I wish she could be me. I long to hold you and kiss you, but I know it never can be. I see you walk with another. I wish she could be me. I long to hold you and kiss